I was born and raised at the Limpopo Village in Sekhukhune district. And in 2007, I matriculated at Manamala Secondary School. And then after high school, I joined University of Limpopo in 2008 until 2011. And in 2012, I graduated for Bachelor of Laws with the University of Limpopo. And after my Bachelor of Laws with the University of Limpopo, I joined the Constitutional Court as a law researcher in 2012 and 2013. And in 2013, I resigned from Constitutional Court because I got a scholarship to study for Master of Laws through Sonke Health and Human Rights Fellowship. And then upon completion of my Master of Laws in 2014, I started my practice as an advocate in Polokwane and Johannesburg. And I'm currently practicing as an advocate in Polokwane. And except my practice as an advocate, I'm involved in some NGOs. I'm doing human rights work with some NGOs. And recently, I got appointed as an acting judge of the High Court of South Africa, Limpopo Division in Polokwane in February 2023. And I'm also registered for Doctor of Laws with the University of Limpopo currently. My main focus is obviously on human rights because that's my interest. And one may ask, how did I develop an interest in human rights and constitutional law? My upbringing contributed a lot to my choice on my field of specialization. I remember when I was in primary school, I did not have school shoes. So I would walk barefooted to school. And I remember one incident wherein it was winter. Somehow I forced to wear my other shoes, my casual shoes, to school. And then it was a very big case with one of the educators there. And I was so offended because I thought maybe she should understand that because it was winter, maybe I can be exempted not to be on school shoes. And that was a bad experience. And after that experience, I told myself that when I grow up, I want to fight for the rights of the poor. And that is what I'm doing now. 95% or more than 95% of my work as an advocate is pro bono. Pro bono meaning I'm representing clients for free and on human rights. So that is basically what I do. I don't charge them. I give free legal services because I realize that there is so much violation of human rights, maybe in the country and even outside the country. So that is why I decided to commit my life to human rights litigation and to offer free legal services. So I'm not only practicing as an advocate in South Africa. I got admitted on the list of advocates at the African Court on Women and People's Rights in April 2019. And since then, I'm doing work also at that African Court. And I'm also appearing or doing work at the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, which is situated in Banjul in the Gambia. And other than my practice as an advocate, I'm also teaching part-time, and I'm teaching human rights law courses and constitutional law modules at other universities. Human Rights Day is a day on which South Africans celebrate or commemorate the importance of respect to human rights. And human rights, what is human right? Someone will say, what is human right? Human rights are rights which are inherent only to human beings. For example, the right to life, the right to liberty, the right to education, the right to human dignity, and your right to have access to adequate housing, and the right to have access to water. I'm of the view that it is a good thing, provided we are going to implement it. Because my understanding of the 2023 Human Rights Day celebration theme is that it means on issues of human rights, everyone must be considered. No one should be left behind. Meaning that even the poorest of the poorest, their rights matters. So if that is the correct notion, then I'm in agreement with that notion, and we must ensure that we don't leave anyone behind, especially on issues of human rights, because they are very sensitive and they are very important for human development. Message to all the perpetrators on human rights violation. My message is, please respect a human being, and in respecting a human being, you'll be respecting their rights. And I'm saying this because you also expect another individual to respect their human rights. So if you want your human rights to be respected, obviously you must respect the other person's human rights. The University of Limpopo, finding solutions for Africa.